Yeah. Welcome back, everybody, to another Topic Talk. I'm TK Breezy, and we talk about whatever you guys want to talk about usually. Today's Topic Talk will be a lot about Smash because, I have a Smash fan base, and that's just what happens. So, let's go ahead and get into it. Our first topic actually has nothing to do with Smash this time. It's actually about the game I've been playing recently, and it is Tales of Arise. It says thoughts on Tales of Arise. Game's great. I think that, as far as the story goes, I'm not really paying too much attention to it. But then again, I really never judge a game based off of its story more than its gameplay. Like, if the story was godlike but the gameplay was very boring, then I would say this game sucks. But the story is like whatever, and the gameplay is very fun. Therefore, I like this game a lot. So if you're into like action RPGs, there's like nice combos in there. There's parries. There's like perfect dodges. There's team attacks, all that good stuff. It's just a great game to play all together. If you like story, I'm sure that the story is serviceable for you. I just got past the halfway mark, and then the game opened up again because the halfway mark definitely felt like the ending boss battle, but then it was like, but wait, there's more. So yeah, it's a good game. It's a good game. I think it's a long game, but you can make it much shorter if you just skip all the cutscenes like I'm doing, except for the animated ones. I watch the animated cutscenes, but I don't watch any of the the optional cutscenes or anything like that. And I'm sure that if I really wanted to get into the story, I would go back and do that. But yeah. So yeah, none of the skits, not for me. So if I wanted to go back and watch that, I can, because like they all save, so that's great. But anyway, so I'm gonna give that game like an 8 out of 10 right now. I'm definitely enjoying it a lot. I've never played any other Tales games though, so I have nothing to compare it to. I just compare it to other JRPGs, and it's really fun. We have another one from Angels ZXT saying, what do you think about people wanting to attend events but can't because they don't want to get the vaccine? Well, first of all, I'm very I don't want to always shit on people who don't get the vaccines, because there could be multiple reasons why you don't get the vaccine or whatever, right? I only shit on people who don't get the vaccine but then try to do all this other holistic measures. Listening to fucking what Trump said, or the ivermectin or whatever the fuck that Joe Rogan took. Like, those are people I shit on. But if you have valid concerns, then hey man, I can't, I'm not gonna force you to do anything, as long as you're doing your actual due diligence and research. But the thing about this tweet is that it's actually not technically true. You don't have to have the vaccine to go to events. You just have to test. You have to have a recent test. Well, for some events, I'm not sure about all events, but you have to have a recent test that says that you came back negative with COVID a week before the event. I do think you should just go get. I think you should go and get the vaccine, because research shows that it's definitely working. People are talking about they don't know what's in it, but we're also showing that 97% of the people in those ICU beds are all unvaccinated. So, it's not the end all be all catch all. You can still catch it if you're super exposed to it. You're sitting around 1,800 COVID people. I'm sure you're gonna catch it some way. But for the most part, it definitely makes everyday life a little less stressful when you're going out and doing things. I forget my mask all the time now when I go into stores. Luckily, I keep a mask in my car, so that way, I'm about to walk into the store and I'm like, shit. But then I got a mask in my car. So, but yeah, man, I don't know. My main takeaway from that is definitely go get the vaccine, bro. Unless you have real health concerns, you're super immunocompromised or something, or you've done the research and you're afraid of what's going on there, but the real research and not no fucking Fox News research, then hey man, I'm not gonna be the one to tell you to, you're wrong. But just, I don't know, man. It's right there. You know what I'm saying? It's right there. It's free. It's a great time. Anyway, up next we got Mr. Handy OG saying, where do you think what do you think the state of the Smash team will be in 5 or 10 years? I feel like that's hard to answer, but I think people will still be playing. I think we'll still have a decent amount of the same top players. I don't know. I may even still be commentating. Who knows? In 5 years, I'll be 37. So it's possible. Who knows? I'll probably still look like 30 at most. But yeah, I don't know, man. I think it's just a hard question to answer, because right now, man, everyone thought the Smash community was going to just die because of the all the allegations from 2020. But feels like that has been taken in stride. I went to my first tournament and it seemed like a lot of people were very conscious about underage drinking, about the way they were presenting themselves to women, the way they were presenting themselves to anyone. People were very careful about overstepping boundaries and stuff like that. And that's a good change to see from the Smash community. Now, I'm sure there's still some shitters out there, of course, but as I say every time, a community is just a small subsect of the world. So you're gonna have shitters in the world, you're gonna have shitters in the community. You know what I'm saying? Just we have to do our due diligence to making sure those shitters don't get either the time of day or a platform or light in any way. So I don't know. I think Smash is one of those games that won't ever die as long as people are willing to do the research, the work to make tournaments and shit. And players will always want to go to tournaments. So yeah. So yeah, man. And our last topic of the day, the big one, is from Void of Roses, who actually linked me a Gimmer tweet. Void of Roses says, this tweet from Gimmer is pretty good. Ultimate, despite its flaws, is a beautiful game. And then Gimmer tweets, I hate it when I see stuff like, I hate this game to a really smart ultimate play. I really want this culture to shift to appreciation of the game like Melee players. This game is good and it's deep, and there's almost always counterplay to dumb stuff. And that's actually facts. That's actually facts. I think that ever since everything after Melee, those players just complain. All these games, every game has its flaws. Even Melee has its flaws. And I'm sure that when Melee first started, people were definitely complaining about getting shine spiked by Fox. That move was busted, And then they just learned how to play around it, And that in itself is that's growth. You know what I'm saying? But of course, you can't really fully compare it because Melee's a 20-year-old game, right? It's so they had their time to hate and move forward. But the issue with Ultimate and 4 and Brawl is that niggas complain from the very beginning while continually actively playing the game. Bro, there's so many other games out there for you. If you really don't like this game, just go somewhere else. Because all this negative talk sheds bad light on the community. Because not only do we already have shit, we already have shit to be worried about with all the things that happened with 2020. But now, not only is the shit going on in 2020, but you're actively talking about how shitty your game is. So now it looks like you're not even in the community for the game. It looks like, I feel like Ultimate players spend so much time talking about literally everything else but the game in a positive way. They'll talk about how much they hate certain aspects of the game. They'll talk about how much they hate certain top players. They'll talk about top players' love life. I'm talking about anything. They'll talk about anything but the damn game. And that shit is getting annoying and very old, right? This is a game that you're actively playing all the time, right? All the time. You live your fucking life by this. It's in your fucking tag, bro. You're whatever SSB. And you want to spend all your time complaining about the same thing that you almost based your life off of? How stupid is that? How stupid is that, bro? Every single one of these Smash games has its flaws, right? There's even things I dislike about this game, but I'm not gonna put the stuff that I hate about this game, or not even hate, that I dislike about this game, above the stuff that I really like about this game. For instance, I definitely do not like how I feel like there's a shit ton of zoners, right? The game just feels like it definitely caters to zoners quite well, and that's annoying for sure. But at the same time, I'm still happy about the inclusion of almost 90 characters in the game. It might actually be 90 now. 90 characters in this game. I'm happy that the inclusion of characters that were not in the game from Smash 4 and Brawl to now. You got characters back that we didn't get to see for a while. You know what I'm saying? Even if they are kind of hard to fight, it's still nice to see them. It's nice to see the DLC actually being very fun, very true to form for their for the game that they come from. It's nice to see top players do top player things. It's nice to see top players pick up a new character and pop off with them, man. Watching Tweak do stuff with Diddy is nice. Watching MKLeo do stuff with Byleth is nice. I don't know, man. There's just a lot of things to like about this game before disliking about this game. Yeah, there could be some changes in some of the way the mechanics work. I think platform's a little hard to get off of, but hey, man, it's just kind of like the hand that you're dealt. You got to deal with some of that stuff because that's the game that we're playing, And if this is something that deters you from playing, then go play something else. There is a billion platform fighters out there now, bro. If you don't like this game, you can go play Melee. If you don't like Melee, you can go play Rivals. If you don't like Rivals, you can go play Slap City. If you don't like Slap City, you can go play Brawlhalla. There's a game called Slayers for Hire coming out soon. You got Smash Flash, bro. There's a bunch of other games that are to the style of Smash that you can go play. if you're really just not enjoying Ultimate. But then what like I dislike the most about this is that like all these people, it's like a pastime to just shit on Ultimate. Like, just for what though? For what? Like, and then when someone else shits on Ultimate, then you want to be defensive. But like, you set the standard. You set the precedent that it is okay to shit on this game, and you're the one actively playing it. So I don't know, man. That shit is. We definitely need a culture shift. And I'm not saying you need to like, go and, like blindly love the game. There can definitely be stuff that about the game that you dislike for sure. Like, I mean, as I explained earlier in the video, like there's a couple of key things that I dislike. But for the most part, I like Ultimate. I like talking about it. I like playing it usually, just not online. I think that's the biggest complaint is online for sure. But I like playing it. I like talking about it. I like, theory crafting. I like talking about to top players about their mindsets about it. The game is fucking dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nice. And like every day that I come back, I end up like, every time that I come back to play it some other time, I feel like I end up trying to pick up some other character, or whatever. Like when Kazi came out, I played Kazi for like 3 weeks straight. And then that character was too hard to secondary, so I went back to playing Sheik, which is kind of still a hard character to secondary. But it's there. So I don't know, man. This rhetoric that like Ultimate is so bad, it's so terrible, it needs to change, especially if you're going to continue to actively enter tournaments, because not only does that make you make the community look bad, but it makes you look stupid because you're actively spending money on something that you hate. That's insanity, bro. That's insanity. Like, that's actually insanity. Like, I fucking hate this game. I'll see y'all at Genesis 7 though. Like, what? All right. Or Genesis 8, I guess. So, I don't know, man. Shit weird. Ultimate players be weird sometimes. I feel like you don't get to see this too often in Melee because Melee is too busy just learning how much they can do, with the game. Even though the game is like, it's not getting updated, it's not getting anything else. Like this is the game, that's it. The only updates they're getting is like from modders, and that's it. But for the most part, like, these people are still finding tech 20 years later, bro. Smash Ultimate will never make it that long because y'all, like, too many other players, top players, and just tournament goers alike are complaining so much about the game that it's leaving a salty taste in other people's mouths who don't actually, like, because now it feels like you're not even working toward anything, you know? Like, if I'm, like, actively trying to figure out tech, and then like I put the tech video out, and then someone's like, who cares, this tech doesn't matter, this game sucks, I'm gonna get discouraged straight up. I'm gonna be like, all right, man, so like I did all this hard work for no reason. Like, nobody even fucking cares. You guys don't even like the game. Why am I even playing it? Why am I even doing this, right? And so yeah, like I think that there needs to be a big culture shift into the way that this game is spoken about. Like, there's no reason that people should believe that we hate this game as much as we do, because you're actively playing it all the time. So like, they're hating certain aspects for sure, hating certain matchups, okay, right, yeah, I got you. But like, then turning that into saying I hate the entire game is just not it, bro. It's not it. It's not it. You know, everything has counterplay. This isn't, literally everything in this game has counterplay. Some of the counterplay may be well before you get into the situation, but like, there is counterplay. Like, the counterplay for a lot of situations is to not get put in that situation, you know? But yeah, that's my take on it. I very much enjoy Ultimate. I think it's a very fun game. I think that they're pretty much all the games that I end up playing, they end up being pretty fun. Like, I mean, there's always some jank shit and everything that I play as far as like platform fighters, but you know, it's just learning the game, dude. I still even play Brawlhalla pretty actively, and like, I know that game doesn't get people wanting you know, they want to deal with that, but like, I definitely much enjoy playing that game. So I don't know, I think that I think that like y'all can work on the way you are feeling about the game, bro. Like, find some more positives in the game before you start complaining all the time, man. But anyway, man, that's all I got. That's all I got. I think, I hope this message falls on falls on the right side of your brain. That kind of makes you think, yeah, man, maybe I do need to stop bitching so much, because like that could probably help grow the scene a lot. Could probably help grow the scene a lot. But anyway, man, that's gonna be it for Topic Talk. Thank you guys for watching. As always, there's gonna be a link to all the Topic Talks I've done in a playlist below. If you liked what you saw, then make sure you leave a like and a comment. If you want to talk about, if you have any thoughts on anything that I've said, just make sure you leave a comment as well. I appreciate y'all watching these Topic Talks because they are fun to make. And if you ever want to catch anything live, you can always come to the stream at twitch.tv/TKBreezy. So say bye, chat. The fuck? Anyway, thank you for watching. It was a great time. And I guess the bottom line is make sure you the bottom line is just be more positive, bro. Like, I think that's the bottom line. Even in life, bro. But like, the bottom line is definitely be more positive, man. It could go a long way. It could go a long way. All right. With that being said, catch you next time on the Topic Talk. Peace.